Well, this video's been a long time coming. Hey, what is going on, guys? Worst Trends here. This is the channel update video that every YouTuber is forced to make at least once in their lives. The difference for me is that this video is going to be more than just white text and a voiceover. You know, I actually kind of want people to watch this. So, what is happening to the channel, you might be asking? I didn't say that. Well, to be truthful, I think I'm going to stop posting. Obviously, I'm kidding, but I do want to talk about the kinds of videos I've been making. I'm sure that most of you guys know me as an OSC YouTuber, and that makes sense. Take a look at my most popular videos, and you'll see that they're all about an object show. Hey, wait a minute. Out of the 31 videos on my channel, only 12 are about object shows. Yet, if you sort the videos by popularity, ignoring the Apoy and FNAF video, they're the 12 most popular videos on the channel. So knowing that, it may shock you to hear me say that I don't want to be an OSC YouTuber anymore. Now hold on, I just talked about how my most popular videos are about object shows. And everybody knows me for my object show stuff, so why would I ever stop doing that? I will answer that question in a form of a lengthy story. Over a year ago, I decided I was finally going to start making YouTube videos after years of wanting to do so. And the only thing I set out to do on this channel was have fun. And for a long time, that's exactly what I did. I made random video after random video without a care in the world. I knew that no sane person would watch me drink out of a hose for 8 minutes, but I had a good time making it, so I didn't care. Out of nowhere, 2 of these videos blew up in views. The FNAF video and the Teapot video. It wouldn't take me very long to do a second video on each of these topics. The FNAF video is one of me ranking every animatronic in the series. It was a video I was really proud of, yet to this day it remains one of the not so few videos below 1,000 views. On the other hand, the video where I talked about BFDIA 6 for a couple minutes got huge amounts of views. However, I made that thing in a couple days, a far cry from the nearly 3 weeks of constant work on the FNAF video. So now that I had 2 BFDI videos that are leagues ahead of all my other ones in views, I decided I would make a video about Teapot 7 when it came out and leave it at that. I expected it to be bad and made this thumbnail in preparation. That's not important to the story or anything, I just want to show that thumbnail again. The video came out and who would have guessed, it did well. Around this same time, I released 3 more videos that would be some of my all-time favorites from the classic era of Worst Trends. That's right, I just established my own eras, get over it. But regardless of views, I continued to make videos about whatever I wanted for a while. That is, until horror struck. The I Hate Teardrop video is one that I've been planning on making at some point, ever since the Teapot video. And saying it did well would be an understatement. The very next video I decided to make was about Animatic Battle, which got very similar views. It was then when I came to terms with the truth. I was an OSC YouTuber. People subscribed because of the Teapot video and only stuck around for more BFDI stuff. Side note, I'm not mad at Apoy or anything for having people flock to my channel. I'm actually very thankful that Apoy did that because it got me out of the realm of small channel hell into the 1,000 subscribers mark. I would not be here today without that shout out. So the next thing I did was make the very passive aggressive top 10 eliminations video that was basically just an announcement that it would only make OSC videos from then on out. Coincidentally, this is around the same time making videos stopped being fun. Making videos started to become less of a hobby and more like a chore. The reason for this is I wasn't just picking out something random I wanted to talk about like before. Now I was limiting myself to object shows and just picking a subject I just had enough to talk about to make into a video. Case in point, the AIB review. Oh my gosh, there is not a single video on this channel I enjoyed making less. By that, I don't mean it's my worst video. The content itself is fine. It's just that making it made me want to stop doing YouTube. Working on that video wasn't remotely fun. I had to drag myself to the computer to edit every time. The reason for this? I didn't really care about what I was talking about. I won't lie, it's my own fault. I made that poll and let you guys decide what I'd review. I was expecting BFDROR or OBS to win, but I should have prepared for it if they didn't. You can tell I just didn't give a shit too. So Animated Inanimate Battle. At its beginning, it was a fairly lackluster and generic show, but as it went along, it found its footing very fast and improved on just about every complaint I have. Just listening to my voice, you can tell I'm bored. I have no personal connection to AIB, and while it is a good show, I have absolutely no passion talking about it for a review. One of the biggest reasons for that review being such a slog to make is Worsty. It's not the character himself that's bad, but using him in place of me puts on so much extra work. Normally it'd just be me sitting in front of a camera talking. Can't get much easier than that. I barely have to do any editing when it's that. But with Worsty, I gotta throw up the background, but then pick the right expression to match what I'm saying. It doesn't sound that bad, but remember, I have to put a new expression on screen every sentence or so, and I frequently have to draw new ones all the time, a lot of which will never get used again because of how specific they are. I'm fine with the use sections at the desk I've been doing recently, but I will never make videos like that ever again. Don't worry, the character's not gone or anything. In fact, there's gonna be a new video coming out pretty soon that's gonna have Worsty and you in spades. By the way, before I forget, the Ultimate BFDI ranking isn't going anywhere. I'm actually super excited to get that thing out. If anything, I'm gonna start working on it more frequently now that the writing's almost done. Some of these old videos suck. Like, really, really suck. But I still care about each and every one of them because they all have heart and soul put into them. But this video? Not a chance. That thing could be wiped off the face of the earth and I would not care. Now the Jetpunk video, yeah, I'd be in tears. But whenever I did go out of my way to make a non-OSC video, like the Andy and Lele rant or the Digital Circus 2 review, I had way more fun. That Team Jingle video was a wake-up call. I had so much fun making that thing every step of the way. From writing to recording to editing, I was proud and I was satisfied the whole way through. And that's when I remembered, this is what making videos used to feel like. How much fun they were to make back when I only had 100 subscribers, without being forced to stick to a specific area of the internet. So I look back at all my videos. Digital Circus 2, the Apoy Apology, the Andy and Lele rant, hell, even the Kobu video, were all very different topics, but one thing they all shared in common is that I loved making them. Huge contrast from AIB, Burner, Non-Existy, voting methods, eliminations, and Evil Leafy, which I forced myself to make because I knew it's what the people wanted. There is a huge difference between talking about something because you just really like it and talking about something because you know it'll get views. Take a wild guess on where all these fall. The original purpose of the Team Jingle video was just to have fun and misdirect some people. But while I was making it, I realized this was the perfect opportunity to course correct my channel. See, everyone clicks on the video expecting BFDI content, but in reality, they're forced to listen to me talk about a bunch of random topics. This in turn makes people realize just how entertaining I can be when I'm not talking about BFDI, and thus are more willing to check out any non-OSC videos I make in the future. It's pretty genius, if unintentional. Also, I know that the Team Jingles video was wildly different in style from my regular videos. And don't worry, that's probably just gonna be a one-time thing. I watched a ton of Chazington right before I wrote that script, and if you've seen any of his videos, you can really feel his influence. I hope to return to my Scott the Woz style that a lot of you have pointed out for the next couple of videos, with maybe some Chazington sprinkled in. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not abandoning the OSC or anything. I'd be willing to bet that at the very least, 1 out of every 3 videos is gonna be about the OSC, at least for now. In fact, the very next video after this is going to be about BFDI, and a longer one at that. That is, unless I do that thing where I write the entire script, realize I hate it, and then scrap the whole thing. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, I'm just saying it's possible. Here's the list of the next couple of videos I plan on making. Now, please note that this list is extremely subject to change, and it does all the time. In fact, that BFDI lore video at the bottom there has been floating around the list for a couple months now. If you're wondering what the numbers mean, that's just the episode number. For example, the video you're watching right now is episode 32 of Worst Trends. Yes, I do love copying Scott the Woz, why do you ask? Hey, what's this? Now hold on a damn minute, says that one guy who emailed me. Why isn't the OBS video on the list? Look man, I tried writing that video multiple times and I just couldn't get into it. Even when I tried making the video 50% review and 50% jokes, I just sat at my computer staring at the few notes I had taken. I don't want to make another video like the AIB and Burner videos. The OBS video is actually in a very similar boat to the latter. Burner is a show I had some opinions on that I was excited to share, but not everything is easy for me to translate into a digestible video. There were only a few things I actually wanted to talk about in regards to Burner, like Tissues Any Racy, and yep, that's it. I mean, I guess also the humor, but no, that pretty much was it. OBS is a fantastic object show, one of my all-time favorites, but I just can't see myself making a review on it right now, if at all. I'm really sorry for everyone who was excited for that video. I think this is like the 3rd time, okay, maybe 4th, I promised a video and never ended up delivering on it. Which is why from now on, I'm only going to inform you guys about videos when I know for sure I'm going to make them. That's why I'm keeping this next BFDI video secret for now. Which means no more community polls for videos. I have a list of all the object shows I wanted to put into those polls, but I think the only ones left I could see myself having fun while making a video on would be Battle for the Respect Roboti and maybe Team Room 125. That's right, to hell with the rest of them. You really think I want to talk about GGG? It's really funny, that's legitimately all there is to say, B tier. Making the AIB video sucked, and the Burner video wasn't much better. A good way to illustrate my point on how demotivated I was during the OSC era is this. The average length of days between videos in the first era was about 10. For the next 12, it was nearly double. And the thing is, over the past year, I've been making sure to post a video at the very least once a month. And sometimes that meant quickly rushing out a video just to get something out. Remember that voting methods video? The Digital Circus 2 video was taking me too long to make because I went all out on the editing. And when I realized I wasn't going to be able to finish it before the time limit, I made the voting methods video. In 2 days! Within a combined 5 hours, I wrote, recorded, and edited that entire video. And what do you know, it did really good. The best part is that the Digital Circus 2 video had a bunch of little mistakes in it, most likely because I was trying to get it out as soon as possible. It could have and should have been better. So that's why from now on, videos are only going to be released once they're ready. Quality over quantity, guys. I know that I didn't have much of a schedule before, but now there just isn't one at all. Back to that list from earlier. This video right here is the first time I've made a video that feels like a real passion project. Writing this thing over the course of the last couple of weeks has been so fun, and I want to do more of that. I'm willing to bet that this video won't get many views, especially considering how distant it is from the type of stuff I usually talk about. But I don't care, because this is what making videos at the beginning of the channel felt like. Just writing about something I like. I'm not forcing myself to do any of this. It's not a slog like some of those other videos. I started YouTube to have fun, and recently it started to feel more like a job than a pastime. But writing that video, as well as the Team Jingles ranking, and even looking back to the dawn of this channel, reminded me why I was doing this. To have fun. But now that I have a bigger audience, it's harder to stray away from the expected content. I can make a video about water that I really loved and have it only get a few hundred views. Meanwhile, a review with no passion put into it soars above the rest. The way that this has all ended up now incentivizes me to make videos I don't care about. But fuck that, I want to make videos I love. When I finished editing that Team Jingle video, I was smiling ear to ear of how proud I was of it. When I finished the AIB video, I was relieved that it was finally over with. That's not the kind of channel I want to have. And besides, maybe this will end up working out in my favor. You know you've won at being a YouTuber when you can make a video about whatever you want and still have it do well. Because at that point, people aren't watching for the subject of the video, they're watching for you. My views are definitely gonna suffer because of this, but you know what? I don't care. As long as I have just a couple hundred people that truly love what I'm making, then I'll be happy. And hey, if this isn't what you want to see from me, the door is right there, buddy. No matter what happens, all I ask is that you give me a shot. Just take a little bit of time out of your day to watch that one passion project video I was talking about. And if it's not your thing, then hey, thanks for trying. I really appreciate it. Still, I hope we can all move on together to the next era of worst trends. The Renaissance. Okay, it does not need to be that dramatic.